It started with a flicker, then darkness, then silence so absolute you could hear your own heartbeat echoing off the walls. 72 hours ago, the lights went out. Not a maintenance issue, not weather. Something fundamental broke in the machinery of civilization, and nobody's coming to fix it. You know this because the emergency broadcast stopped looping, because the generators at the hospital 3 miles away went quiet on day 2, because the sky at night is black in a way you forgot was possible, and that darkness is creeping into people's minds. Your smartphone is a black mirror reflecting your own terrified face. Your security system's touchpad blinks uselessly, a digital tombstone for the world that was. Every gadget you spent money on, every smart lock and motion sensor and cloud-connected camera is now just expensive plastic bolted to your walls, mocking your faith in technology. And your neighbors? They're changing. You saw it yesterday when Mike from 2 houses down walked past your driveway. He wasn't looking at you, he was looking at your house, calculating, the same way you've started looking at his. People are remembering they have tools in their garages, crowbars, bolt cutters, hammers. The social contract that kept everyone polite is written in electricity and enforced by law enforcement that runs on gasoline. Both are running out. Here's the nightmare that should freeze your blood. That guy across the street with the ADT sign and the Ring doorbell and the Beware of Dog sign isn't more secure than you. He's just advertising. He spent 5 years telling everyone exactly what he's protecting, and now that the cameras are dead, he's just a well-marked target in a neighborhood that's starting to hunt. He painted a bullseye on his front door and called it deterrence. You're in a graduate seminar you never enrolled in. The course is Applied Survival. The textbook is your own house. The final exam is being administered right now, every second of every day, and it's pass-fail with absolutely no curve, no extra credit, no retakes, just breathing or not breathing, living or being a cautionary tale someone else tells in a basement somewhere. But here's the beautiful, vicious secret that separates the survivors from the statistics. The survivors didn't buy their safety. They couldn't. The stores are closed, shipping stopped, Amazon isn't delivering. The survivors engineered their safety using nothing but spatial awareness and spite. And you're about to join them. The iron law of the collapse is defense isn't purchased, it's engineered. Your empty wallet might save your life. Today we're performing surgery on your home using nothing but geometry, psychology, and the furniture you already own. No budget, no shopping lists, no Amazon delivery that's never coming anyway. Just your brain, your space, and the willingness to see your house as what it really is, a chessboard where you control every piece. This is defensive architecture. This is fortress design for broke preppers. This is how you survive when the credit cards stop working, but the desperation doesn't. Let's rewire your reality.
Phase 1, the invisible wall, or how to make them regret even looking at your house. Here's a statistical nightmare that should keep you awake. Most home invasions are crimes of opportunity decided in under 30 seconds. The bad guy walks by, does a threat assessment faster than you choose a Netflix show, and either commits or moves on. You have 30 seconds to win a fight that hasn't started yet, and you're going to win it with landscaping and psychology. The exposure doctrine. Make them visible, make them paranoid. Walk outside. Look at your house like you want to rob it. See those decorative bushes under the windows? That ornamental tree blocking the view from the street? Those aren't landscaping features. Those are ambush positions you built for someone else. Humans are predators with anxiety disorders. We're hardwired to avoid exposure when we're doing something wrong. It's neurological. Our amygdala screams danger when we're visible during illegal activity. You're gonna weaponize that primal fear. Grab your pruning shears. Cut back every shrub, every bush, every decorative plant within 15 feet of your doors and windows. Nothing taller than 3 feet, nothing dense enough to hide behind. Create clear sight lines from the street to your house and from your windows to the street. Yes, it looks less like a magazine cover. No, you shouldn't care. Curb appeal doesn't stop crowbars, exposure does. The psychology is elegant. An intruder approaching across an exposed path has to calculate risk continuously. Every step is a gamble. Every second visible is a second closer to being seen by a neighbor, a passing car, a doorbell camera that might still work. Their cortisol spikes. Their decision-making degrades. The approach becomes work, and work is what they came here to avoid. You just turned your front yard into a psychological minefield. Cost? Zero. Effectiveness backed by decades of criminology research. The acoustic trigger. Gravity as a security system. Now those exposed windows need a secondary layer. We're going low-tech, we're going medieval, we're going to make it impossible to approach silently. Gravel, dry leaves, wood chips, crushed shells, whatever's already in your yard or available free from a neighbor's landscaping project. Spread it 3 inches deep under every ground floor window and along both sides of your house. The science is brutally simple. The human gait naturally seeks silent movement during approach. We instinctively place our feet carefully, shift our weight slowly, and test surfaces before committing. It's hardwired survival instinct from when we were prey and predator simultaneously. Loose gravel eliminates that option. Every step sounds like someone eating popcorn in a library. They either commit to making noise, which defeats the entire purpose of stealth approach, or they slow down so dramatically that your response time increases exponentially. You didn't buy an alarm system, you installed physics, and physics works even when the power doesn't. The pattern disruption. Make them think you're everywhere at once. Here's an uncomfortable truth from crime statistics. Burglars case neighborhoods. They watch, they learn schedules. They know you leave for work at 7:45 and return at 6:15. They know Thursday is grocery day. They know you're predictable, and predictable means vulnerable. So stop being predictable. Zero-cost psychological warfare. Rotate everything. Park your car in different spots, leave different lights on at different times, put shoes by alternating doors, move the patio furniture randomly, change which curtains are open. The goal is eliminating observable patterns. A house with irregular activity signals an irregular occupant. Irregular means unpredictable. Unpredictable means risky. Risk is what criminals avoid. Counterintuitive bonus move. Keep your property maintained. Cut the grass, trim the hedges, pick up the newspapers. An abandoned-looking house attracts squatters and scavengers. A maintained house suggests someone is home, alert, and potentially capable of defending it. This is theater. You're performing a one-person show called Someone Dangerous Lives Here, and your audience is making life or death decisions based on your performance. Make it convincing.
Phase 2. The geometry of violence, or turning your living room into a tactical nightmare. Okay, they're committed. They ignored the warning signs, the window breaks, or the door frame splinters. They're inside your house. This is where amateurs panic and professionals smile, because you've been preparing this battlefield for weeks, and they just entered your kill zone. The funnel of friction. Furniture as force multiplication. Military tacticians have a term, fatal funnel. It's any confined space where an advancing force loses mobility, visibility, and initiative simultaneously. Doorways, hallways, stairwells, natural bottlenecks where attackers become targets. Your house is full of them. You just need to make them obvious to you and invisible to them. Go to your most vulnerable entry point. Back door, ground floor window, basement entrance, whatever's easiest to breach. Now examine the room beyond it. Is there a clear path? A straight line into the rest of your house, an unobstructed route to your valuables or your bedroom. That's a tactical highway, and you built it. Tear it down. Move your heaviest furniture to create deliberate obstacles immediately after entry. Bookcases, filing cabinets, dense packed shelves. But don't block the entrance completely. That's amateur and obvious. Instead, create an L-shaped chicane. Force them to enter, immediately turn, and squeeze through a narrow gap while their eyes adjust to different lighting. The physics is about momentum and exposure. A person moving through confined space has reduced mobility, degraded peripheral vision, and increased vulnerability. They can't rush, they can't scan effectively. They're exposed in a channel where you, positioned elsewhere with clear sight lines, have every advantage. This isn't about fighting. This is about making fighting unnecessary because the geometry makes them vulnerable before they even see you. You just turned IKEA furniture into military-grade obstacles. Swedish engineering saves lives in unexpected ways. The maze effect, weaponizing confusion. Urban warfare doctrine is explicit. The defender who knows the terrain has an insurmountable advantage. This is your house. You know where every piece of furniture sits, every corner turns, every floorboard creaks. They don't. Make that information asymmetry lethal. Rearrange furniture to create blind corners and awkward angles throughout your home. Position your couch to block direct sight lines down hallways from entry points. Angle chairs and tables so rapid movement requires constant path adjustment. Add unexpected obstacles in logical routes. Meanwhile, from your designated defensive position, probably an upstairs bedroom or a reinforced interior room, you want long, clear sight lines down hallways and across rooms. You see them, they don't see you until it's too late. This is cognitive overload warfare. Every unfamiliar obstacle increases mental processing load. Every unexpected angle creates hesitation. Every piece of furniture in a subtly wrong place compounds their stress. Stress degrades performance. Performance degradation creates mistakes. Mistakes create opportunities for you. The human brain can only process so much novel information under stress before it starts making errors. You're deliberately overloading their threat assessment capability with geometric chaos. The vertical fortress. Stairs as weapons. If your home has stairs, you possess the single most defensive feature in residential architecture. If it doesn't, start thinking about how to create vertical separation between entry points in critical areas. The physics is unforgiving. Moving upward is slower, louder, and exposes the climber completely to anyone above. Ascending stairs requires focus on foot placement, which means tunnel vision. It degrades balance and reaction time. It forces a vulnerable posture with limited mobility. You, at the top, have every advantage: height, stability, initiative, complete observation of their approach. They're climbing toward you with their attention divided between their footing and potential threats above. Zero-cost tactical implementation. Ensure stairs aren't immediately visible from primary entry points. Obscure vertical access with furniture placement. Make them search for stairs, which costs time and increases their exposure in your maze. Every second they spend looking for stairs is a second you're preparing, positioning, or calling for help if communications still work. You didn't buy a house, you inherited a castle. The architecture was always there. You just needed to see it.
Phase 3, the silent sentinels, or how to make physics work night shift. We've deterred them psychologically and trapped them geometrically. Now we're adding early warning systems that work when every electronic security device is dead weight. The gravity alarm. Potential energy as security. Your kitchen contains a security system that never needs batteries, never needs updates, and never fails. You just haven't assembled it yet. Collect the noisiest, lightest items you own. Empty aluminum cans, metal mixing bowls, pot lids, glass jars, silverware. Go to your secondary doors, the ones you rarely use but represent potential entry points. Basement doors, side entrances, garage access. Stack these items behind the door in a precarious tower, slightly out of sight from anyone peering through windows. Not blocking the door, just positioned so any opening creates an immediate cascade. The physics is Newton's laws performing security duty. The door opens, potential energy converts to kinetic energy, objects fall, metal hits floor, noise propagates through the house. Your response time becomes instant. Your situational awareness becomes absolute. This is a mechanical alarm that operates on fundamental physics. It doesn't care about EMPs or power outages or dead batteries. Gravity never takes a day off. Variation. Suspend metal objects on strings from interior door handles. Movement creates sound. Sound creates warning. Warning creates advantage. Simple machines doing complex security work. The wedge advantage. Bronze Age technology defending modern homes. The wedge is one of humanity's first simple machines, older than written language. It converts perpendicular force into parallel force with tremendous mechanical advantage, which makes it perfect for turning your vulnerable sliding glass door into something that laughs at crowbars. Find scrap wood. Any kind works. Cut it at an angle, thick end to thin end. Jam the thick end under the bottom track of your sliding door, thin end angled toward the door panel itself. That door no longer slides. The mechanical advantage of the wedge means tremendous horizontal force gets redirected downward into the floor. You converted a flimsy door into a legitimate barrier using a stick and the fundamental laws of mechanics. Same principle for windows. Cut dowels from branches or use old broomsticks wedged into the tracks of horizontal sliding windows. Cost? 0. Effectiveness? Remarkably high because physics doesn't negotiate. The Egyptians built pyramids with this technology 4,000 years ago. You just built a fortress with the same principles they used to move limestone blocks. The repurposed arsenal. Your home is already armed. Look around. Really look. That fire extinguisher isn't just for fires. That's a chemical weapon that shoots pressurized foam 15 feet. That fire poker isn't decoration. That's a spear. That can of wasp spray with the 20-foot stream isn't pest control. That's a less lethal deterrent that causes temporary blindness.
That heavy maglite flashlight isn't just illumination, that's a bludgeon that also destroys night vision. You don't need to buy weapons. You own them already. You just haven't thought tactically about everyday objects. Strategic positioning matters. Fire extinguisher in the bedroom within arm's reach, flashlight at the top of stairs, heavy objects near choke points. Kitchen knives accessible but not obvious. Baseball bat in the closet nearest your defensive position. Not hidden, not locked away, accessible and positioned where they provide maximum utility during high-stress scenarios when fine motor control vanishes and simple tools become lifesavers. Your house just became an armory, and you didn't spend a cent converting it.
The final transmission, choose your ending. Here's the truth they don't print on the security system brochures. Home security isn't about making your house impossible to breach. That's a comfortable lie sold by companies extracting your money for products that stop working when you need them most. Real security is about making your house harder, slower, louder, and riskier than the house next door. It's about making every step they take cost them time, noise, certainty, and psychological comfort. It's about turning your home into a tactical and psychological nightmare that screams not worth it before they even touch the door. You just learned defensive architecture that costs nothing, requires no special tools, and works when every electronic system fails. You learned to weaponize furniture, psychology, physics, and spatial awareness. You learned to think like the defender you needed to become. The power might not come back on tomorrow, or next week, or next month. But your house is now a fortress built from nothing but rearranged furniture, cleared sightlines, and strategic physics. You're the house they walk past, the one where some primal survival instinct whispers warnings when they look at the clear approaches and the acoustic rabble and the deliberate geometric chaos visible through the windows. They'll hit the house down the street, the one that looks easy, the one with bushes and predictable layouts and clear paths. Yours looks like a word problem from a geometry textbook written by someone with trust issues. So here's your assignment. Walk through your house tonight as the intruder you're preparing to defeat. Where are you exposed? Where are you blind? Where did you accidentally build someone else's invasion route? Then fix it. Move the bookshelf, spread the gravel, cut the branches, wedge the doors, stack the cans. This isn't paranoia, this is preparedness with a vocabulary upgrade. And preparedness is just another word for still breathing next week when the unprepared aren't. The world outside your door is playing a game with new rules and no referees. Your house is the game board. You're the player who actually read the rulebook. Act accordingly. Now get to work. The furniture won't reposition itself, and neither will your chances if you ignore what you just learned. Stay sharp, stay mean, stay architectural. And remember, the best defense is the one they never see coming, built from materials they'd never respect by the person they catastrophically underestimated. Welcome to the fortress you already owned. You just needed someone angry enough at your complacency to show you how to see it with new eyes. Class dismissed. The final exam is whenever they pick your neighborhood. Try not to fail it.